This morning we are headed to Wittenberg, which would appear to be about 80 kilometres from our overnight stop. A corridor of trees lined the road out.
Please turn left after 350 meters towards Berlinring.
And we passed through many small and lovely villages on our drive south. We covered many kilometres on the Autobahn in quick time. Slowing down to pass through the villages at a leisurely rate and enjoy the different architectural styles of the buildings. Apart from a few cars on the road, there did not seem to be much activity on the streets or outside of the buildings. Many villages were spread out for quite a long way along the highway.
You have reached your destination.
Eventually arriving at our destination late in the morning. A trip to the information centre soon had us equipped to explore the town site, armed with information on all the history of this amazing city. Built between 1490 and 1511, and opposite the information centre is the castle church, in the process of renovation in preparation for the 500-year anniversary of the Reformation. The church is also known for its 88-metre tower. The thesis store at the centre of the building commemorates the 31st of October 1517 and is overlaid with the Latin version of Martin Luther's theses, which he nailed there at that time. Castle Church, sometimes known as All Saints Church, houses the town's historical archives and is home to the Riemer Museum, as well as a youth hostel. It is, of course, too, a place of worship. In 1760, the church was heavily bombarded and destroyed by fire. It was replaced, but again destroyed in the war against Napoleon in 1815. It was fully renovated between 1885 and 1892, and again today is undergoing renovations before the forthcoming anniversary in 2017. Collecting our bearings, we started to walk along the street towards the town hall and view many of the old historical houses along the way. Linda's photos tell the story of our walk. Entering an enclosed courtyard, we came across a statue of Lucas Cranach, the elder, who owned several houses in Wittenberg in the early 1500s. Cranach the elder was a painter and was appointed court painter to Frederick the Wise in 1505. It was here where Cranach had his famous painting studio. A little further up the street, at the market square, we found the town hall, in front of which are two statues, one of Luther on the right and the other one of Philip Melanchthon, Luther's closest collaborator, on the left. Finding a small cafe nearby, we enjoyed a delicious serving of pea soup with small sausages mixed in and a slice of bread.
Lecker. Schmeckt gut.
Das ist gut.
Schmeckt gut.
Schön.
After lunch, we moved around, spending time looking at the town and parish church of St. Mary. With its towers dominating the skyline, this church is also undergoing extensive renovations, and we found much of this old building covered with scaffolding. The highs and lows of Wittenberg's fortunes are said to be reflected in this church's 300-year history of its construction. A chapel next to St. Mary's was built around 1280 and reflects the poverty of those times. From his arrival in Wittenberg in 1508, Luther lived in this house. Now a museum, the house holds many exhibits of Luther's life work. A statue of his wife Katharina stands in the courtyard. Her portal is visible in the wall opposite. Heading back to Potsdam, we stopped at Sanssouci Park, a large park surrounding Sanssouci Palace. A metal layout of the park is found near the entrance. Buildings, lawns, hedges and ruins, and also statues, cover many acres of this beautiful landscape developed since as far back as the 1700s. Tomorrow we will be off to Berlin.